It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 13 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row. They're only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Bobby Brown has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 7th play of this drive coming up. And a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
He's got a man complete. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Cleveland. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Let's go!
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kadarius Toney, his intended target. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Cleveland.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Second and 2. And they'll run the toss here with Sermon. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Browns. Brandon Jordan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
10th carry now for Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
First down throw for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center of the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Again, it's Elliott. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now third and goal. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Tony. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Now Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. De'Ami Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll throw again. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
7 yards to pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Drew Lock leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. and they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington football team. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Browns, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he made him buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again. Drops this one down to Sermon. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Prescott from the gun. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here and try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Got a man. It's Brown. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a third down. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Cleveland offense making their way out. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And out across midfield down to the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Sermon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And out now come the Cowboys.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Tackle made that time by Chauncey Golston. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
Actually have to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical 4th quarter possession.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation and taking care of the football paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead. You're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. There's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence, he finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Sermon. Sermon with space, a first down and then some.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 11. A little under 1:50 remaining. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Here's Dak.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Now Prescott.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here's Prescott. Finding Schultz.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
To throw, Prescott. Into the hands of Cooper.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Prescott.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Now Dak.
And he will find his man on the outside. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To the air again, Prescott. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott to throw it. And this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cleveland, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.